A pheromone is a chemical substance that is released and produced by an organism outside the body in the environment, and it affects the other organisms of the same species. These pheromones play a very significant role in signaling from one organism to the other. So these chemical substances are released by an organism and it is used for communication, for sending signals to the other organisms of the same species. It is there definitely in the animals, but we aren't very sure that it is the same in the humans. But there are a few studies that we'll be studying which will be supporting the fact that it is there in the humans as well. The term pheromone was first coined by the researchers Carlson and Risher in 1959, but prior to 1959, researchers such as Butent and Linter had been studying pheromones. However, each researcher had a different name for the chemical. So it was Butent who first identified the pheromone bomby call in silkworm moths. Many students, they confuse between hormones and pheromones. These two are completely different chemical substances that are there. Hormones are released inside the body in the bloodstream, but pheromones are not like hormones. Pheromones are not secreted inside the body in the bloodstream. It is secreted outside the body and it is used for communication or signaling between the organisms of the same species. Pheromones were first discovered by butterflies and moths, and interestingly, these pheromones are released by butterflies and moths. Both these species were used to send communication to their mates over incredibly long distances. For usual smelling processes, we have a specific region in the brain called as olfactory bulb. Now, pheromones also are signaled and are mostly recognized by smelling only. So, when pheromones are released from one organism, the other organisms may usually smell these and get the signal, get the communication. But talking about the localization of pheromones in the brain, it is not the same region in the brain where other smells are processed. So it is not the olfactory bulb where it is processed. Now the area for pheromones altogether is a different area in animals as well as in humans. As in the diagram, you can see that there is a specific area in the region, in the part of the brain where the olfactory bulb is located. So for all the usual smell processing, there is a specific region in the brain where it is being processed. But for pheromones, it is a different. In mammals, it is in VNO, vomeronasal organ. If you can see in the diagram, there is somewhere in the anterior part of the nasal cavity, this particular region is located. So all these in the nervous system, the connection from VNO is linked to the some other part in the brain called as accessory olfactory bulb. So this accessory olfactory bulb is just adjacent to the olfactory bulb, but it is not at the same place. Now, very interestingly, humans either do not have VNO or they do not have the accessory olfactory bulb, but the fetuses have it. So the fetuses have VNO, but as when they are born, soon after their birth, either this part gets regressed or it disappears. It is not there. So basically, we humans, after we are born, this VNO disappears, it is not there or it is regressed. So very few people are having VNO. Even if they have VNO, it is non-functional in nature. And even if VNO or this pheromones are being smelled by the humans, we are sure that it is somewhere else in the brain and not accessory olfactory bulb, just like other mammals. So the question is, do humans have pheromones and can we sense them? Well, most psychologists say that yes, humans indeed have the pheromones and can be sensed as well. So these pheromones are released or secreted by apocrine glands, which are found in the armpits of males as well as females. It is also produced by females' vagina and it is called as copulins. So these apocrine glands get active in males as well as females at the time of sexual maturity. That is why the body odor starts to come in of any male and female after they hit the puberty. The secretions by the apocrine gland in our armpits is usually below the threshold of a smell. So how this body odor actually starts coming in when apocrine glands are active? So basically it is the odor starts coming in when there is an interaction between the bacteria along with the apocrine secretions. So when apocrine secretions are happening and the bacteria get mixed with it, that is the time when body odor starts to come in. These secretions are derived from androstenedione. That is why it is more in males. It is more in males. That is why males tend to have a higher body odor than females, or you can say males have a bad body odor as compared to females, because more bacteria is getting interacted with these apocrine secretions.